Hi guys, Paul from Warrior Tactical Systems. In this video I want to talk to you about the MantisX for training. This thing is awesome. I have a SIRT gun that I use for training. They're great, shoots the laser, you can see where it's going. Of course I do dry fire, but this thing is really nice. This is the MantisX, and it's a really cool tool. So inside of that box it comes with this nice little hardened case to protect it. And it's just a small device here that goes onto your gun, basically, okay? So this will attach to the rail of your firearm. It can attach to a SIRT gun like this, if it's got a rail, or it could attach to your live firearm. Now, real quick on safety, dry fire, obviously, you always have to be safe. You need to make sure your firearm is unloaded, double check it, triple check it, make sure there's no ammo in the room. Find a good place in your home to dry fire, right? So where if you screw up, the round's not going to go through your kid's bedroom or something. Pick a basement wall, a bookshelf, something that'll stop that round. And, have a set time when you're done, okay? We've done our dry fire. I'm done. I'm going to walk away and I'm not going to pick up for one last dry fire or anything like that. That's where a lot of accidents happen. Somebody comes back, loads their gun, realizes they don't have to go somewhere. Now they pick it up for one last dry fire and they knock a hole in something. So, make sure you're safe. Now this gun's been checked, it's clear. With the MantisX, you're just going to slide it on the rails here, and you can tighten it up if you need to. Not absolutely necessary as long as it's not too loose, but it can hold it in place here. Now this will attach to an app on your phone. So what you do is you pull the app up on your device. It's just MantisX, and I'll just hit the connect button. So it's searching. And I got to turn the MantisX on, so forgot about that. There's a little button on the bottom here you press, green light comes on, and it's on. Okay. Now I'm connecting, and it will tell me to leave the gun setting for just a second while it reads it. What's really cool about this thing is it reads your shot and corrects you, okay? So it's reading where you're firing. When you open up your training, you kind of tell the MantisX what position it needs to be in. So right now I have it set for dry fire. I can change that to live fire. I have it set for my right hand, and I have the orientation forward. It could be back or forward. It's up to you. Okay. When I hit the start button, you'll see in the center there, it'll start reading my shots. Okay, so now I'm going to dry fire, and as I dry fire, it should show where my shots go. Okay. Alright, so see that? So this now gives me an average and lets me know what I'm doing wrong. So if you look at the bottom, it says pushing forward, breaking the wrist down. If I click on that, it shows me what's going on, what's happening wrong, and it gives me some tips to stop that. Okay. My average score was 86. And I can look at some statistics here of how long the movement is before I fire and when I actually fire. This is probably my favorite piece, is this chart. It shows in red my movement after the shot, in blue my movement right before the shot, and in yellow as I'm actually pressing the trigger. So that lets me know. And I can look at each shot. Here's a 96%. That was a pretty good shot. And I can actually hit play and watch as it moves. You can see the movement that occurred there. It takes me through it. My second shot was a 95. Shows my movement on the blue and then the red. Then our last screen here actually shows the movement that the gun's showing. So if you look closely there, as I'm moving my gun here, it's showing that, and which is what this whole thing is reading. Okay, so that's the app, and that would be worth it in and of itself, just as a coach there to motivate you, to keep you on target, and keep you focused, looking for that 99% shot, that 100% shot. I've gotten a 99 before, but I've been told that 100 is possible. I'm still working on that. But here's the thing that makes this thing even better is all the training apps that are available. So one of the drills that you may have seen on our channel that we do live fire is compressing the fundamentals of trigger squeeze. So we have a live fire, we have the gun aimed down range, our finger on the trigger, we have our partner hold the shot timer, and when he presses the button, I try to squeeze the trigger quickly but smoothly so that I don't affect the sights. And I have a target downrange that I'm trying to get a shooting standard as far as accuracy. And that lets me see how fast I can pull that trigger without throwing my sights off. Well, this MantisX does the exact same thing with dry fire, so it's awesome. I can practice that same drill at home. It's called the compressed surprise break. And so with the compressed surprise break, again, I set it up how I want it, and what it will now do is it'll give me a time as well as a shot rating on my accuracy. So you hold it there. I'm going to hit the start button, and it's getting ready. Hopefully I'm ready. This first one's going to be slow and bad because I wasn't quite prepped. Now I have 5 seconds to get ready for the next one. Alright, so that gives me a few shots there, and I'll stop it here. And it lets me know my score in time as well as in accuracy. So my first shot, it was an 89 as far as accuracy, but it took 2.13 seconds, way longer than we wanted to. As I got a little better here, I got an 84 at 33, I got an 82 at 0.24. Just to give you an idea, I was going a little fast. What I'm looking for, if I have a good run, is to be in the 90s and to have my shots around the 0.24, 0.25, even down to 0.19. That's just for me. Obviously, if you're a better shooter, yours is going to be a little better than that. But that's what I'm looking for in my goal. You have primary hand and support hand only, where it will read those shots and grade you, which is extremely important to be practicing. It has reloads in and out of battery, so you can actually go through reloading the empty gun with the empty mag and working all your mechanics, and it will now measure you. So instead of just going to the range and doing your live fire with your reloads and getting your time, this thing is getting your time and your accuracy of your shooting while you're practicing it. There's various live fire drills, cadence drills, time benchmarks, just a plain old shot timer where you can judge your own time. Now, if you want to work from the holster, with the one that's attached on the rail there, you have to get a holster that has a place for a light, which is no big deal. But now MantisX has also made one that attaches to your magazine floor plate. It's a floor plate that you add onto your magazine, and the MantisX attaches there. So now you can draw from your regular holsters and work some of those same skills from the holster. So those are just a few of the drills. And as far as the data, that's one of the really cool things is all the data it saves. You can completely geek out on that, to the extent you want. It saves all this data. You can track your progress, see where you've gone, and how far you've gone, and challenge yourself. It's extremely motivational. Much better than just sitting there and dry firing in your house. This thing motivates you to be accurate and fast, and working all those fundamentals. With live fire, we've used the live fire a couple times. It's a coach, basically. You're bringing a coach to the range with you, especially if you don't have a shooting partner. It's great to have that feedback of, hey, this is why my shots are going when they're going, and what I can do to fix it. So overall, an awesome tool, well worth it. I believe they run roughly around $150, and you can't go wrong for the price. It's a coach in a box. It's a motivational tool for your dry fire practice and a great tool for your training. So please check out the MantisX, and I'll see if I can put a link down in the description below on that. And please give me your feedback. Have you used the MantisX? Have you used it for other things and other applications, and how did that go? All right, thank you.